Beamy 32, high-voltage transmission lineman body feels like a bag of crushed rocks. Every morning hands are calloused to the point I can pick up a hot pan and not feel it for 3 seconds divorced. See my kid every other weekend pay half my check to a woman who left me because I wasn't emotionally present. Hard to be emotionally present when you're 150 feet in the air trying not to get cooked by 345,000 volts. So she can run the dishwasher work for a massive utility contractor in the Pacific Northwest. Whether here tries to kill you 8 months a year, the crew is a mix of old dogs waiting for a pension and young bucks who think they're immortal. We drink too much coffee, smoke too much, and communicate in grunts and insults. It's a brotherhood of the miserable. But we love it. Enter corporate restructuring company gets bought out by a conglomerate. New mandates, new HR policies, new culture. They send down a liaison to the field office. Alina 27, master's degree in organizational psychology, sharp suit, clipboard. Eyes that scan the room looking for lawsuits. Her official title is Workplace Equity and Safety Compliance Officer. She's not bad looking, but she has this aura of absolute judgment, like she's walking into a zoo and were the monkeys throwing shit. First week morning briefing. 5:30 a.m. room smells like diesel, stale donuts, and unwashed Carhartts. Alina stands at the front. Projector screen shows pie charts about inclusivity and verbal conduct. Gentlemen, she starts, voice crisp. I've been reviewing the site communications. The amount of aggressive language, homophobic slurs, and gendered insults is unacceptable. We are fostering a hostile work environment. Room is dead silent. Mac, our foreman, 58 years old, looks like a leather armchair that came to life. Mac raises a hand. Ma'am, with all due respect, when you're hanging off a tower in a gale, please pass the wrench. Doesn't cut it. We yell to be heard. Alina smiles, that tight, condescending smile. There is a difference between operational volume and toxic communication. Mac, we need to dismantle the culture of aggression. It's exclusionary. It keeps this industry a boys' club because you create an environment where emotional intelligence is mocked. She spends the next month shadowing crews, never goes up the towers, obviously stays in the warm truck or stands at the base with binoculars, writes up citations for everything. Guy takes his hard hat off to wipe sweat. Citation, Guy makes a "that's what she said" joke. Citation and mandatory sensitivity training. Morale hits rock bottom. We stop joking, we stop talking, just work in sullen silence. It actually becomes more dangerous because we aren't vibing. We're second-guessing every word. One Tuesday lunch break in the break room. Alina is eating a salad, typing on her iPad. I'm sitting with Mac, and a kid named Rook. Rook is 22. Just got his journeyman ticket. Rook is crying quietly, trying to hide it. His fiancée just called off the wedding. Mac puts a heavy hand on Rook's shoulder. Suck it up, kid. She wasn't built for this life. Better you find out now than when you have 2 kids and a mortgage. You got work to do. It sounds harsh, but it's love. It's Mac saying, don't fall apart, because if you're distracted up there, you die. Alina intervenes. Excuse me, she says, walking over. That is incredibly invalidating. He is in pain. You're telling him to suppress his emotions. This is exactly what I'm talking about, toxic stoicism. She turns to Rook. Rook, take the afternoon off, process your feelings, you have bereavement time. Max stands up. He takes the afternoon off. We're a man down on the conductor pull. That puts extra load on the rest of us. He stays, he works, he forgets about the girl for 8 hours. That's how we survive. Alina glares at him, and that is why men have higher suicide rates, Mac, because you refuse to feel. I'm overriding you. Rook, go home. Rook leaves, looking ashamed. Mac looks at Alina with pure exhaustion. You think you're helping, Mac says quietly. You really think you're saving us? I am, she says. I'm dragging you into the 21st century. The storm. November hits like a hammer. Freak ice storm, the kind the old-timers talk about. Temperature drops to single digits. Freezing rain coats everything in an inch of heavy. Clear ice. Trees are snapping like gunshots. Power goes out for 200,000 people. Hospitals are on generators. Nursing homes are freezing. Panic on the news. We get the call at 19 o'clock. Main transmission feed over the pass has collapsed 2 towers down. Lines snapped. It's in the middle of nowhere. Access road is a sheet of glass. Management is screaming, restore. Restore. Mac rallies the crew. All right, boys, this is the big one. Double time pay, infinite coffee. Let's go get the lights on. Alina is there. She's wearing a pristine North Face jacket that costs more than my car. I'm coming with the lead team, she announces. Mac laughs. No, you ain't. It's a war zone up there, lady. Corporate wants on-site verification of safety protocols during emergency ops. Insurance liability. I'm coming. Mac looks at me, shrugs. Pack a warm blanket, princess. You're staying in the snowcat. The drive up is hell, visibility is zero, wind is shaking the heavy utility trucks. We finally get to the access point, have to switch to the snowcats, tracked vehicles. To get to the tower site, Alina sits in the back. Looking a bit pale, she's seeing the reality of the mountain for the first time. It's not a chart, it's a dark, howling void. We reach the site scene from a nightmare tower. 4 is crumpled like a soda, cables are under immense tension. Whipping in the wind, ice is everywhere. We have to climb the adjacent tower, rig a bypass, and secure the live load. Mac barks orders. He's a general in battle. No, please. No inclusive language, just get your ass up there. Hold the damn line, don't die on me. We gear up, climbing spikes, belts, heavy tools. Alina opens the door of the cat. Wind instantly rips it from her hand, slams it against the side. She gasps. The cold stealing the air from her lungs. Stay inside, I yell over the wind. She nods. Eyes wide, we start the climb. 100 feet up, an icy steel skeleton. Wind chill is -20 every step, is a gamble. Ice breaks under my boots. Gloves are frozen stiff. Snot freezes on my face. Instantly we get to the crossarm. Rook, who came back, is with me. Mac is on the ground running the winch. Disaster strikes, not an accident, but a failure of flesh. Mac is operating the winch controls. Suddenly, over the radio, we hear a gasp, then silence. I look down. Mac is slumped over the controls in the snow. The winch is locked, holding a 2000 lb cable tight. If he let go of the dead man's switch, it locked. Thank God. Mac. No answer. Rook looks at me, terrified. Is he dead? I don't know. Keep working. We have to secure this line or it whips and kills everyone. Down on the ground, Alina sees Mac fall. She's in the cat. 50 yards away, she sees the crew is up the tower. Helpless to get down fast, she sees Mac lying in the snow, freezing to death or dying of a heart attack. I watch. From above I see the door of the cat open. Alina jumps out. She's not wearing line gear. She slips, falls hard on the ice, gets up, crawls through knee-deep snow toward Mac. Wind is knocking her around like a rag doll. She reaches him. We can hear her on Mac's open mic. Mac, can you hear me? Voice is shrill. Panicked, she starts CPR right there in the snow, in the dark, with high voltage lines humming above her head. Come on, you stubborn bastard, breathe. Up on the tower, we finish the tie-in. My hands are bleeding inside my gloves. Descend. Descend now. We slide down the steel, hit the ground running. Alina is doing chest compressions. Her perfect hair is a rat's nest of ice. Her face is raw red. She's crying, screaming at him to live. I shove her aside gently. I got him. I check pulse, faint, thready. It's his heart. Get the AED from the truck. Alina scrambles, slips again, smashes her knee, doesn't even slow down, brings the pads. We shock him 1 time, 2 times. Mac gasps, violent, heaving breath. Son of a bitch, he wheezes. We load him into the cat. I drive. Alina is in the back with Mac. She's holding his hand, warming his frozen fingers with her breath. She's shivering so hard her teeth are chattering. Mac looks at her. His eyes are barely open. You shouldn't be out here. Shut up, Mac, she whispers. Just shut up and live. Did the boys get the line secure? Yes, the lights are on, Mac. You did it. He nods, smiles a little, and passes out, sleeping, stable-ish. The hospital. Hours later, Mac is in ICU, stable but critical. Minor heart attack plus hypothermia. Rest of the crew is in the waiting room. We look like hell. Grease, blood, 1,000-yard stairs, drinking vending machine coffee. Alina walks and she's changed into scrubs someone gave her because her clothes were soaked. She has a bandage on her knee and frostnip on her cheek. She doesn't have her clipboard. She sits down next to me. Silence for a long time. I didn't know, she says. Voice is hollow. Didn't know what? The noise, the wind, it feels like it hates you, like the world wants you dead. I nod. Yeah, it does. And he went out there. He knew he was sick. I saw his medical file later. He knew he had blood pressure issues. He went anyway. He needed the overtime, Alina. His youngest is starting college, and he wouldn't let the team go up without him. She looks at her hands. They're shaking. I lectured him about language, she whispers. I told him he was toxic because he yelled. I told you all that you were privileged. She laughs, a bitter, broken sound. I watched you guys climb that steel. There's no privilege up there, just meat. You're just meat keeping the machine running. She looks at the crew. Rook is asleep in a chair, mouth open. Big Dave is staring at the wall, rubbing a shoulder that needs surgery he can't afford yet. Why do you do it? She asks. Why don't you quit? It's suicide. Because the lights have to come on, I say. And because we're men, we sell our bodies so our families don't have to be cold. We take the pain so someone else can be comfortable. That's the deal. Tears run down her face unchecked. It's a bad deal, she says. It's the only one we got. The aftermath. 2 weeks later, Mac is out. Retired forced medical crew is back at the depot, walking on eggshells, waiting for the safety citations from the storm, expecting to be fired for the cowboy rig we did on the tower. Alina walks in wearing boots and jeans, Company vest, no suit. She holds a stack of papers, mourning. Mourning. Alina, she throws the papers in the trash can loud thud. Those were the safety violations from the storm, she says. I lost them. Crew looks at each other also, she continues, voice steady. I've submitted a restructuring of the compensation package. Hazard pay is now triple retroactive to the storm. And I've allocated budget for lighter heated hydraulic gear so you don't destroy your shoulders. Silence, and I've updated the conduct policy. She pulls out a single sheet. Communication during critical operations shall be prioritized for clarity and speed. Tone policing is suspended during hazardous duty. Mac, who stopped by to clear his locker, starts grinning. That legal? Mac asks. I'm the compliance officer, she says. I say what's legal. She walks over to the coffee pot, pours a cup of the sludge we drink, takes a sip, grimaces, but swallows it. One last thing, she says, turning to face us. I called my ex-husband yesterday. I haven't spoken to him in 2 years. I told him thank you. He was a roofer. I used to yell at him for being too tired to talk when he got home. She looks at me, right in the eyes. I get it now. The silence isn't because you don't care. It's because you gave everything you had to the day. She lifts her cup to the line. We all lift our styrofoam cups to the line. Epilogue. 6 months later, I'm up a tower, summer maintenance, nice day. Breeze's good look down at the base. Alina is there. She's not auditing, she's holding the tail line for Rook. Spotting him, she's wearing dirty boots. She yells up, hey Anon. Pick up the pace, my grandma climbs faster than that. I laugh, copy that, boss. She doesn't try to change us anymore, she protects us, she fights corporate for every dime we get. She realized that you can't build a safe world without rough men to build the walls. And sometimes, just sometimes, she sits with us in the silence, and she understands. Beamy knees still hurt, back still hurts, but when I look down I see someone watching out for us. Feels good, man.